Yes.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is here with us.
Your Excellency, you have guided this country and you have guided the young people to understand that their biggest issue is one, education, and number two, job creation. That is after the NRM dealt with immunization and dealt with our health issues. We are now fine, as you can see, Your Excellency. We are not sick, we are not dying because you immunized us. Now we are dealing with the issues of socio-economic transformation. In today's theme, Your Excellency, two issues stand out. Number one is skills development. Number one is skills development, and number two is youth opportunities. The young people said, Your Excellency, that it is important that government invests in free formal education and free vocational education at the same time. Free formal education is already achieved in UPE and USE, but free vocational education, Your Excellency, we thank you for starting it up with the skilling hubs. The Ministry of Gender has some skilling hubs as well, but the young people are saying, we need more, Your Excellency. Because skills development can happen in 1 week and someone is an expert carpenter. But for them to become a medical doctor, you need a minimum of 20 years in the school and in education. Your Excellency, we want to proceed and talk about skills development in the formal job sector. Your Excellency, young people go to school in many forms. Here we have Soroti University, for which we thank you so much. However, Your Excellency, when young people finish, sometimes we get stranded. For example, Your Excellency, I believe we are in the presence of some intern doctors. Are they here? There are some intern doctors here. You're welcome. Your Excellency, that trouble is now confusing all of us. The intern doctor's problem is actually not a problem of government interest, because you've voiced yourself, Your Excellency, in support of the sciences. It's a problem of the control measures of entry. Your Excellency, in the past, the universities that could provide education for doctors were very few. Now we have a proliferation because of the NRM and the system of privatizing education for everyone to get. And Your Excellency, I want to thank you for that. But that must be matched by funding from Parliament, so that intern doctors do not cry year in, year out for them to be deployed before they can be deployed. So, Your Excellency, I beg you to help those young people and we avoid this overflow, which you are the one that helped them attain through science education.
Your Excellency, the young population, who are now 73% of the population, are ready and willing to be part of the conversation to redefine our climate agenda. Your Excellency, I'm aware of a youth group here in Teso, in Ngora, where they are engaged in seedling production, assorted seedling production. I'm aware of the same in Mbale, I'm aware of the same in Busoga, I'm aware of the same in Ntoroko, I'm aware of the same in West Nile. Your Excellency, the one in Mbale, right now as we speak, they have produced 1.2 million assorted seedlings. They are requesting for an opportunity that in your busy schedule you find one day to launch that project, because the agenda is to join you in the fight against climate crisis.
In my interactions with young people across Uganda, their fresh perspectives and innovative ideas have consistently inspired me. Such ideas and perspectives are vital in driving forward thinking and creativity. And skills development, the theme, is a crucial factor in economic empowerment. When young people acquire relevant skills, they are better positioned to secure gainful employment or to create their own entrepreneurial ventures. This will not only reduce unemployment rates, but it would also enhance the overall economic development of the country.
In our context, we need a radical upgrade in the jobs available. Innovation, while important, is not enough. It needs to be paired with entrepreneurship. We need the type of innovation that yields many jobs. As you have been preaching wealth creation, Mr. President, many of our young people do not have the opportunity to walk into a job waiting for them. The reality is many of the young people today will have to make their own jobs or work for somebody who is creating something. Blessedly, the creation and innovation is present in Uganda. The entrepreneurial spirit is here across the country, very well distributed. Perhaps what we should further strengthen urgently is the ecosystem of support required to nurture both innovation and entrepreneurship, thinking through the setting of deliberate networks of institutional actors that support, fund, promote new businesses.
Your Excellency, I want to thank you for the skilling centers that you have set up across all the 18 sub-regions under the Presidential Skilling Initiative. However, just like mentioned by the youth MP, the youth are trained, but we have not equipped them. It is important we get equipment and we equip them, because even the major power like the USA, 87% of the population, they are in private sector. 13 are working for the US government. So I believe if we equip our young people, they will create more employment and they will be able to work. Let's prioritize that. They confirm that parish development model has been a game changer in their communities. However, there's still one challenge of men or chief who still ask these poor people for a chituga, which is, give me 200,000, I give you $1,000,000. So it is our duty as leaders and ministers and MPs and LC1s and everybody that we support the president, identify these culprits, and we take them to court. People should not be charged money for PDM.
Your Excellency, the 2021 Uganda National Labor Force Survey showed that employers across formal and informal sectors in Uganda identifies lack of practical, digital, entrepreneurship skills, as well as lack of soft skills such as managerial skills, communication, social-emotional, as limiting most youth entering the job market. 3 in every 10 youth, constituting 32%, did not complete primary education. Likewise, 3 in every 10 youth, constituting 31%, did not complete secondary education or higher levels of education. The proportion of youth with primary education is higher in rural areas with 38%, while youth in secondary education is 37%. And that's why they majorly are dominant in agriculture and juakali.
Because the girl who is below 18, the bones are not grown enough, you may suffer injury in childbirth.
Nara itotongini na iko kwene potuni oroke doli kanto mna kanya uni mama ke kojo kapakina no apotu idumun jobi epakina idoune rejo idumun janyu ni chan.
The pelvic girdle is not wide enough to allow a child to come through.
Mami kengalu repero dara mami pero ike ugaru dara koku so mami pero rai douni je jok.
So when you are talking about youth, please start with the mother now. Who is the mother who has produced? Because a child is a youth. A youth is a former child.
So dok wade balance bi daron watumuna katumuna geotubera ne jai toto ingai bo bere toto narai ikoku akepole rai ngwaje koken atumuna ne rai ngwaje rai ngwaje ikoku.
And me, the elder, I am a former youth. Don't forget that. So when we talk of youth, it's not a new subject. We know it very well. So don't produce children before, don't even conceive. Forget about producing. Unless you are 18 years and above. Because that's how some of the children get injury when they are being born and so on. That's why the program of free education in the government schools. The youth and all the other activists should insist on free education in the government schools.
Ikota tumuna kakedelu chetunga kerelu ejeneta aloskineta no apugan. Ai keta kinyi tajumbe mami tungeta chete sirigen osomera lo apugan.
When we introduced it, we knew why we introduced it.
Ijeni no yokan no yauna aite monokineta na peta no ashomana na titai.
Who are through those systems, we know them very well.
Authority no adokata ngun so ijeni no akero no ajasi kwa pok.
In 1958, when we were in our area there, Chamate, Ntungamo area, the people who went to Mbara High School were like 4 or 5 from the whole area.
Okaru, 1950 mzee?
58.
Okaru akaisa kanike di kanyaundi, analo mutor apolod, kidio kitunga noilu alosete osomero kanata alosembara, itunga lo adolete wongono bon, yesa alosete somano senior.
How can you have changes if only 6 people come from the whole county of Rahama and go to P7 actually? That because Junior 1 was P7.
So ingeti kwa na epona ne pro raikula kena na etujula inora kwa pari jula inora iboisit. Araiki dio kitunga no iluelo sete. Ashomana na ikeo na kana tukapake unu Junior ne kwa ne balona alosagari senior 1. Pona ne pedorori. Ikidio kitunga luelo sete ya dokata ko karuola kaisa kanyi ikanyauni.
Many children were not going to school at all.
E puido elu malosto someron noi.
But even the ones who went, very few would proceed beyond P6.
Doi bisida undu alosete ekidio ko lwa down neta tubor adokata no P6.
That's what we wanted to solve.
Iaonta kirona shoma na tita na rikota itemoki na tioni singeni.
Why have leaders kept bringing back charges in UPE schools?
So ngisi kwa na Apollo nyobo aina kibo bengarino nyakutosa kirona itatachi tunga atatachi oriaka akirono isirigi no somera lwa tita.
According to the figures I have, the children in the primary schools are 11 million now.
Adomuti papa akirobe idwelwe jasi primary ko panerasi million to monado.
But the ones in the secondary schools are only 1.7 million.
Konye wanjo belwe jaso senior el million tedo peke da kwa takanyare ibon.
Yet the years of primary and the years of secondary are almost the same. Therefore, if you are going to be useful young people, you must understand wealth creation and what you need to support wealth creation, which includes love Uganda, love Africa. Why? Because you need it for the market.
Iraija tumna leja unameda. Ekotoja emina kwa amina Afrika
omina ngunu kere yesipero ja jenebe edumune sokon lo iboralu soma unona ne kere asoto na ibar igweloni boroko.
Now, you have now grown, you are now left to university, you have done the points I have said, you now need to start a livelihood.
Akepolo do kwana da po na tram kilo ne pole ge una jo primary 1 ida kwana jo to no university ida ja chau ne pole na amena kon kwa poda ikot kwana do ja gare pole la ijara do kwana ida jo university.
This is now number 15.
That's true, sir.
Number 15 now.
Na tomonta kan
you need now livelihood.
Anu kwana ge une pole la ijara tomokal.
And the NRM has told you that livelihood is in 4 sectors.
A program cost like NRM, but I care a polite or young at Taiwan.
That's why you had the other boy telling you, when he listened to me, you see where he is now. He's earning 800 million shillings a year.
Yes,
me,
sir.
as a wealth creator,
A balapapa bengesi kwape etwanlo itoloma bar,
a cattle keeper,
etwanilo erepitan lo ibaren,
a grower of crops,
etwanilo erai lo itemonokini ran.
I cannot accept people to destroy the source of my livelihood by destroying the swamps.
Mama chutanga lo sa chamoni tunga, ai toli kine ponelo ijarioni.
Because the swamps is where I get water for irrigation from.
Nara chuto samai na ngesa dum nanga kipi no chok tiran.
Is where I get nice grass called ebigugu for mulching. It's a certain type of grass which grows in the swamp, which we cut for mulching.
Ngina ngesi dum na ja puna ngina puna ne jok ano aswambo rebala simusugun be mulching. A person kini kwa puna erasiti nendo chok jakip mama kipingu ne puri orta tipo sala kineni ibai.
Papyrus.
Kanati aladoi.
I was seeing our young people there who were displaying sanitary pads made out of papyrus.
Anyuna nengo idwe lu iswamaete idwe wako lu apesuro ko ni iswamaete boron lu to somaeta apesur anwaiga ngakino rapakine jata otoma ationiskes lu itolomuta kadala doi.
The ancient Egyptians used papyrus to make paper long ago.
Iwani jobe itunga lukolo misirika rukwise kinoi itozomatosa aladoi anoesoma papula ikarukolo kwilu asonyada.
So please, you cannot be a wealth creator and you neglect the wetlands.
So chutara ikoto ya kwapuna abara kedo osipa kwa mame kota inyeki ni same munaros.
This is apart from the rain making. I've not talked about rain making because they also contribute to the rain.
Mambere la polo ni net ker de polo jeruna taresama akuta na rekwam kujo lisinangon le rauna kipi le yaune do.
And then the rain, but also the fish. There's some fish which is in the swamps.
Ejazi bobo kerka agari kana tini baloni ibilenga nino mugogolo ngesi boyo tor.
There are fish called a shonzi, mud fish.
We call it a bileng here, Your Excellency.
Okay, that fish is there. I don't eat fish myself.
Your Excellency, that one is delicious.
Because the old Wanyankore used to call fish snakes.
Ebalangesi abuke ina ebakaingoni bara emun batadanga sitikin papabe arai ringe sitia minaki.
But the Wanyankore of today have finished all the fish in the world.
Do wanjo ikedo kwa na luankole. Aloma sa nyama de paribere bon lukole getida.
But the swamps have fish.
So isama yomutu ejasagari ane polo totoma.
The mud fish and another fish called the emare.
Ibilenga ikole.
So you are destroying all that because of this rice, which gives very little.
Iborongunu kere itoli kino ne pole euriatar ke de pole jat ariloto na itoni kini sama ano akore mucheri oburile sama.
Now coming to Teso,
abunere ka Teso ne ibujo Teso ne.
I was happy when I was coming. I can see about 50% of the people are getting out of the grass huts.
Abunga yala mikina anyuni be ageutima bati na takanono nelo situnga nyuno toga luanya.
And some of the homesteads have citrus fruits.
Do ire kijire riangu ni che dumun jobe kortosi papale ne kortosi biebeko kortosi muchoga.
I thank them for maintaining the citrus in spite of our group UDC letting us down in the factory.
Ebala la polonbe yala mangesi no na titinchite mama je para raito ngun na ra je ni tutingesbe mama chuma lo abuiga ngakone joko kawo mitere ko nyeri ko ni titinyi ber.
But I have put new people there to manage the factory. We are going to expand it. It will push up the buying.
Aya la polo na kero ne polo no eba pa singazakan ay na kine chuma ngontunga le tetak lukwane sa nyare chuma o polo ragwele mchuga ke dimie beko le puno odumna tone sokon la bait.
The factory has not been doing well, so people have been selling citrus to buy from Kenya, from Rwanda here.
Mamleme chuma la tejulo some jo ay na kido le mona ay lejana rokir right ay lejana Kenya ke de Rwanda che boshong ay lejana ay lejana.
And I hear they have been underpaying our people.
Don le mo ine gwela do jonare kote mbie by boss raja gwela robe ala chakara.
But still, even when they were being underpaid by the buyers from Kenya and Rwanda and other South Sudan, what they were getting is better what they would have got from cotton. You remember I got you from cotton to citrus.
Araida arde ijesu ne be la raita no noi e jojo koto le ma depart e jawtene loti goli jar no paba.
So, but now once the factory is improved, then we shall be buying the citrus and the price will go up.
After that, we shall go for the national anthem. After national elders,
I want to thank you. Your Excellency, you are given 10 of infrastructure. They must liaise and audit when a government to ask questions among themselves of their responsibilities. Your Excellency, for you, and I trust them, Your Excellency. And when Joseph Lemwaru is here, Your Excellency, we are not going to get opportunities in the coast. Your Excellency, the opportunities at the municipality. And she asked me to make the message to the local government in Uganda. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, and for deploying young people from Teso. Your Excellency, their name, Narakoza Monica, Aringo William, Wamagale, Rona, and for your action. Your Excellency, there is also your daughter.
Your Excellency and the Vice President also here. Now I got even a suit. I wanted to say something about His Excellency, but we recognize you, our chairman, LOC1.
And we thank you that you found time to come and celebrate.
2.5 acres that I inherited. Worship on looking at the wires. Your Excellency, within a period of about a year and a half, I'm employing 28 youth in my farm. Your Excellency, anytime you come to Serere, please visit my farm. Listening to you. I am very, very happy. Your Excellency,